Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mega spammer. This epic music is awesome and all, but right now I feel like I don't really deserve it. I'm in quite a bit of pain. Suddenly, for some reason, it feels like somebody shot me with a crossbow and the bolt of the crossbow is stuck between my ribs on my right side, and it is rather annoying, sometimes even breathtaking, one could say. But I am too awesome to care about such trivial things like pain and misery and pain and misery. Instead, let's grab and use social policy because I can. So what do I start with? Well, that's a pretty good question because I only wanted nationalists for like this one little bit that you can get by getting the rationalism, the fact that I can unlock the porcelain tower and extra happiness. I mean, science when I'm happy, and that's about it, what I want from rationalism, really. Nothing else raises my needs all that much. Exploration I am yet to try. I mean, it is interesting, it would allow me to construct the Louvre. I don't really care about the Louvre, however. So, I'm not too keen on that. What else is there cool? That is cool. Well, it is a good for a nation that is very heavy on, you know, being close to sea, but I am not, so that's probably a no-go. Commerce could be decent, I mean, getting more gold output in my capital city is nice, as well as being able to make a Big Ben, because, you know, it's Big Ben, so you could never go wrong with Big Ben. Sorry, just had to do this. So I'm actually thinking about saving this policy to grab legalism, but only after Alpha Theater is finished in a few more of my cities, so that legalism is more powerful as well. It wouldn't be too bad now, would it? I mean, I do want to max out tradition at some point, I guess. Piety, though, it would also be kinda decent. I mean, I just want the Reformation, really, but this can wait, really. As for this, being able to upgrade a Forbidden Palace, that's nice. Besides being able to not lose, you know, influence with city-states so quickly. Really, it's between saving for legalism or just going for patronage right away. And you know, I like going for things right away, so let's just go for that. Sounds like a decent idea. Plus, I'll be able to make a Forbidden Palace at some point, and I don't think that anybody else has gone for patronage, but you know what I'm trying to say. Let's make sure that this is indeed the case. No, 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 and no. So, I'm the only person that could possibly make Forbidden Palace, so I can easily make it in one of my less productive cities and just let it, you know, take over. Which is a good thing indeed, in my honest opinion. Alright, Porcelain apparently loves me, which is nice. A Trebuchet and enough experience to level up. That is nice as well, since I do think being able to deal more damage to a city is nice, but I think I do need to heal this unit instantly instead, because of the amount of damage I have sustained earlier. Anyway, let us attack those impy... Are those guys called impy? I don't even remember anymore. I think they're impy, right? Yes, they are called impy. Let's attack them from the distance and then finish them off with my swordsman. Now, there is a thing that you need to be aware of when fighting the Zulu. Their military units, at least melee units, I'm not sure if all units, they gain experience much faster than the units of other civilizations. So, if you let them fight for too long, they're gonna out-XP you like never before, and they'll be just able to heal every turn or something ridiculous like that, or get amazing traits that allow them to attack twice per turn and do some other crazy stuff. Anyway, what do I want to do, you may ask? Well, that's actually a very valid question because I'm not too sure myself. I mean, I do want to move my trebuchets into position, but where would that position be exactly? I need to think carefully about how I want to set my units. This guy is healing right now, so I do want to make sure that he stays over here. This guy, well, I do want to attack the trebuchets. It's nothing wrong. We can possibly go wrong with that. So let's destroy some of the enemy trebuchets. Make sure that the enemy has a little bit less firepower than he used to. I do want to surround the city with as many trebuchets and crossbowmen as possible for maximum damage, right? So I guess I'll send this guy to this tile so that he can attack Ulundi efficiently on the next turn. This guy over here, he is going to set up, and that's all he can do because apparently stepping to a road that is outside of my city borders does cost me movement, which is a little bit annoying. And those crossbowmen, they're gonna attack Ulundi from over here, which should be good. Oh, but they're in range of Nobamba. That was a silly mistake on my part. I didn't think it through enough. Well, I guess it happens. This crossbowman is likely going to die if those both cities focus fire on him. or Ulundi can just continue firing at the swordsmen with the trebuchets and the impi. They should be able to take them out, which would be rather annoying, but there's much I can do about that, really. Now, what do you want to create in Łódź? There's a bunch of things they can create. For example, Forbidden Palace. 19 turns. That is a long time to create a Forbidden Palace. But if I change the protection to, for example, protection focus, then maybe it will take less time. Let's have a quick look. Forbidden Palace, 19 turns, and now it will take 15 turns. That is in fact acceptable, especially since in 2 turns I would gain extra citizen anyway. Yeah, 15 turns, I can wait for 15 turns. I don't think anybody else is going to get this before me, because keep in mind, so far I'm the only player that is in fact capable of creating a Forbidden Palace. And Forbidden Palace is really awesome, because look, it grants me additional 2 delegates in the World Congress. This by itself is amazing, worthy of a single world wonder, but this also lowers my unhappiness from citizens in non-occupied cities. Yeah, and this unhappiness is really quite a lot. I mean, as you can see, I'm generating 45.6 unhappiness because of those guys. Raising this by 10%, well, that would be nice, like 4, maybe 5 happiness reduced, depending on how the game calculates this. I would really enjoy this kind of reduction indeed. This would be helpful. Anyway, Yuji says, continue making your road. They are almost at La Venta, and then things will go swell. As for you, my road maker, I guess I can send him out. Hold on a second, I don't want to go to the town where my Great General is. So I'm going to move this Great General. I'm a little bit wary of moving him to where my swordsmen stand, because then they might be taken out and, you know, I will lose the Great General. So I think I'm good enough without this road for now. Instead, I'll make another farm over here so that I'm close to the action, but not too close to the action, if you know what I'm trying to say. As for you, says, just make me a pasture. Why not? And yeah, PANCZASU, just stay here. There's a good location for a Great General. And I think and believe we're ready to go with the next stand. Let's just... Actually, this guy already has movement queued, but I already did click on him, so I guess he'll continue having his movement queued. Oh well, let's move him like here somewhere. I could give something to Canelo to make them help me with this war. And I do not even need a lot of influence to actually top Morocco. So this would be nice. What do they want? Discover a natural wonder? This could be difficult until I get satellites or whatnot. And I'm still quite far away from satellites, you know. I'm still fighting with steel and arrows and crossbow bolts that apparently pierce through my back. But that's okay, that's okay. As I said in my last videocast, food is of utmost importance for me right now, so let's get as much of that as I can. And end my turn, see what the AI is going to do. The Shoshone... they like the fact that I just gave them salt for nothing, and they want me to continue giving them salt. How about I don't do that? Thank you very much. Wow, those greedy bastards. I mean, they're still my favorite puppet. I would like to keep them with me for the end of till the end of the game, so that, you know, they're just here and for my amusement and whatnot. And oh, the swordsman died. That's... I thought that the Impi would have to finish them off, but apparently not. This Ulundi city is really quite threatening as it is. But the Impi did step out of the city, which I guess is good for me because the city has less defense now, and I can kill those Impi if I choose to. I'm not sure if I have the firepower to actually do this, but I can try, La Venta is in awe of me because of reasons. Why? Because I made created a lot of culture. No, piety. Wait, what? I don't know, I think they wanted either religion or culture. It's difficult to say because last, you know, in its vanilla Civilization 5, piety meant culture, right? And then it meant faith, and now it means like definitely faith, so I'm not too sure. Anyway, I no longer give salt to Pacateo, that's nice. More salt for me, I guess. My dishes will be even more salty. Morocco is no longer alive, Gano, that's very nice to see. And the scholars of Sidon seek the wisdom of a great scientist. I hope I will get one at some point. Now, there's quite a lot of Impi right now, which makes me a little bit worried because conquering Ulundi might be a little bit of a hassle right now. Things certainly look less awesome than they used to, and I definitely could use my Pancube Riders helping me right about now. That said, that's still quite a ways away from this. Now, getting Gano on my side and using it against Mbamba, this will be very helpful because, you know, they are close enough to actually be a pain, a thorn in the Zulu side. But, sorry, as I said, pain and stuff. but giving them a lot of gold would only enemy like 20 influence, and that is not enough for them to become my ally. Which is bad, because only when they're allied with me they would actually declare war on the Zulus, so I'm not satisfied with that. Alright, Poznań, my dear friend, what do I want with you? Amphitheater, definitely, although there's something worrying that I noticed. I am no longer leading in literacy. In fact, it is no longer Venice that is leading as well, it is now the Portugal. And they're going to be quite a big empire, threatening empire, so I guess I should actually try and eclipse them in research as soon as possible. But for now, let's just get this amphitheater, so later on, legalism in the tradition tree of policy trees will be more viable. As for you, dear sir, just make me a new swordsman to replace the one that I just lost. It might be a fairly good idea. Let's also show Q, because I do want to add something to Q. What exactly, I'm still unsure, but I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea if I were to add a university for this extra science, you see, because I seem to be lacking it for the time. Alright, what else do I want in Warsaw? Warsaw is a very nice city when I'm producing. Good job, Brain, and the tank, I guess. When producing units, so let's go for a knight, I guess. Just to make sure that he's got a lot of experience, and in fact, let's get it before National Epic, because I need him ASAP. Also, I'm kinda hesitant if I should keep this engineer unit as a backup to create one of those wonders straight away. I do want to do this. I do want to create one of those wonders straight away. So yeah, let's not create a manufactory with this guy. Let's instead keep him there. Alright, do I want to try and kill those Impi? They are in the forest, so they are very well protected. My cavalry is behind the river, so attacking those guys would be definitely not optimal. But if I were to instead try and bombard Ulundi, then some wonderful things could happen. I mean, I'll deal not a lot of damage, in fact. This Ulundi is really well defended, and I don't like the looks of this. No, indeed I do not. However, if I use my trebuchets to attack the Impi, then I'll deal almost no damage as well, because those guys are really tough bastards, as it turns out. What I need to do is move those guys out of the way of November, so that the enemy cannot continue to attack me. I could move those guys across the river, and that would be all of their movement, because crossing the river would take all of their movement. That's annoying. Alright, let's think. Let's do this strategically and whatnot. Because it feels like the victory is about to slip out of my hands, slip out of my grasp, slip out of my... don't know, other things. Attack the Impi or continue attacking, or just start attacking Ulundi. I could try to go all out on Ulundi. If I were to do that, I'd actually do quite a nice amount of damage. But I think I should actually try to rain death on those trebuchets, take it out. So this would be do enough damage to allow my cavalry to finish it off, which will be nice. Now the enemy does have the citadel improvement, so I cannot stand next to it because it would drain my health and it would be bad in general. And oh great, I wasted all my movement entering this river town, I mean forest town. I guess that's because I was stationed near a city and this drained my movement, which is bad because now I'll suffer a lot of damage just by standing over here, which is bad. I really can't hope that this wouldn't be the case. But the trebuchet is dead. With that being said, I think I can continue to attack those guys. But I need to make sure that I'm out of range of the Mbamba. Thing is, if I stand over here, I'm not sure if I will be able to attack the Impi. Let's try and see how it goes. Yes, I can still attack the Impi. That's very good. Exactly what I was hoping for. So let's shoot a little bit, deal some damage to them, and then continue to throw boulders at them and crush their miserable, puny, tiny little heads that lack any sort of brain whatsoever. Let's continue wicking them with trebuchets. Hey, why don't you attack? Oh, because there's this little tiny bit of forest in the way? That's very annoying. Okay, now do I want to attack this Impi? Wow, look at the amount of improvements. I mean, upgrade. I mean, promotions this guy has. Holy toly, he's dangerous. You know what? But let's use this trebuchet to attack the city instead. Possibly not the best decision. I mean, I'm kind of spending my forces in the efforts to destroy stuff, but you know what? Let's weaken the Ulundi. Why not? And why was it so unsynchronized? I'll kill you guys later for this. Anyway, I think those guys will attack the Impi just because. Oh wait, they already did. They moved, so never mind. They will not do that. I used them to attack the trebuchet. I forgot. Okay, I have a really poor memory of this kind of stuff. Okay. You just said what you can do to actually help me. I could create a fort for my don't really know what. I could create a fort just for lows, but that's about it. Also, it would take too much time. I mean, it wouldn't be efficient. Yeah, let's just make a farm. There's war nearby, but why not just plant the crops and see what is going to happen with those crops. Wow, 30 damage just by sending near the citadel. That's why citadels and great generals controlling those citadels are so awesome and very powerful. Wow. Sadly, I'm going to lose my knights, but at least the Impi will spare my crossbowmen, which is by all means important because now I'll be able to deal quite a lot of damage to Ulundi, maybe even take it out in a single turn if the fate is kind enough to me. I mean, keep in mind, those knights can still capture Ulundi. They do have to go through a forest, and there we go, a great prophet, a golden age, and golden everything. Where's my other great prophet, by the way? I did send him somewhere, didn't I? Oh yes, over here, right. To counter the influence of Massacre, if I remember correctly. Alright, you continue walking this way. Golden age begins for me. A great person has been born in my civilization. Let's go over here and take over Marrakesh and their faith. I'm not sure if that is really all that necessary. Why is there a follower? Oh, I guess because of the trade route. Okay, that's reasonable. I can deal with that fairly easily. So I think I want to send this great prophet further east. Spread my faith to Genoa and then Jerusalem. Agaidka. Oh, what? Hold on a second. Shoshone have another city? How did they get that? Shoshone? I guess somebody gave it to them? Oh, that's very annoying. I guess the Shoshone are less dependent on me now. Whatever, I'll send my great prophet to Genoa and continue with my plan to spread my religion in this way. Actually, do I even need to? How much? Oh yeah, I could do that, because Genoa, it does gain my followers, but not fast enough. I could create a holy site. I could, couldn't I? But no, I want to spread my faith as far as I possibly can and try to stop the Scientology of Brazil, if at all possible. Alright, what do I do now? Well, obviously I want to bombard Ulundi with everything I've got, so let's do just that. Fire out. You can't even find Ulundi from over here, you're not next to it, you... Fine. I'll bombard Ulundi from over here, you annoying bastards that don't do your work. At least the other trebuchets are useful, but this guy I think I'm just going to kill after this war ends, just to, you know, show my rage and punish the guy for not serving me well. Annoyingly enough, it doesn't look like I'm actually going to be able to finish off Ulundi in this turn. Partially because of those guys actually not doing their job, which is very annoying. Whatever, let's just move my units a little bit closer, and you... I want to be able to attack with my crossbowman as well, but if I move him here, he will not have the range, so I guess I'll have to move him over here. But then, my knights will not be actually able to attack Ulundi in a single turn. And if I move them to the other side of the river, then the river will protect Ulundi. So... there's nothing I can really do with those crossbowmen now, and I should have moved them, I should have let them stay there and just heal up. Well, it is too late now, I guess, so you can stay here and heal up, which is not going to work in this turn, but whatever. Let's create a road to La Venta. They'll be very thankful for this in the next turn and become my rightful allies, which is good. Pumpkin Riders, you continue going in this direction. Don't go too close to a city, though. There's no reason to be cocky, and hi, the Portuguese great prophet. It's nice to see you're here, and there's an interesting little city. Looks like the Zulu decided to expand over here. They've got even more gold and whatnot over here. Okay. It will be a little bit more annoying because it will take more effort from me to actually finish them off. But I do want to wipe out their entire civilization, so I'll gladly do so. Also, I might as well give the Bulawayo to the Shoshone because, hey, why not? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Maybe I'll keep the city if there's interesting enough surroundings near it, but I'll probably just give it away. And, in fact, is there anything interesting near Nombamba? Nah, not really. I'm just gonna give it to Shoshone, I guess. Just to have them as one puppets. As I said, I do want to have puppets. They will go quite powerful because now that they have this other city that I wasn't aware of, there will be a little bit of a pain, possibly in the future, and they might even try to oppose me. But if that's the case, then I'll just raise one of the city as an act of, you know, whatnot, and that's about it. Also, why did I... Oh, I plundered gold from Caravan because my trebuchet standed over there. That's nice. And now my trebuchet is going to fall because of the other trebuchets and the Impi, and they're all going to destroy my trebuchet. Wow. That's cruel. That really, really is cruel. Also, why did this guy not attack me, only attack me from range and not attack me? I thought that the Impi are supposed to attack you from range and then charge in at you as well. And then this guy would have suffered much more damage as a direct result because, you know, he would attack over the river. As it stands right now, however, this Impi is blocking my way No idea what is he doing here, but it's really quite annoying, and it's really quite weird as well. Whatever, let's get this guy ready. Do I want a medic or do I want another drill? Let's get a medic, why not? Let's hand him over here as fast as I possibly can. Let's make him stand right next to Ulundi so that he can capture it in the next turn, if at all possible. You just say, however, you... I guess I'll will think what to do with this guy. Okay. Can I move over here and then still attack? I should be able to do, but then I'll be next to the citadel and this would not be beneficial at all. Alright, let's see what I can do to Ulundi for now. I will probably get it to the red bar, which is good enough, I guess. Let's do some damage to those guys. See how much damage is some damage. Well, I could finish them off with this trebuchet, and this might be a beneficial idea, a good idea, because those guys wouldn't be able to take out Ulundi in this turn anyway because of those guys. So let's clear the way for my units to attack it the next turn. And of course one guy survives! Great! Because I was hoping that I would still be able to actually finish off Ulundi, but actually I wouldn't. Anyway, let's kill this guy, because hey, why not? And at least in the next turn Ulundi is going to fall. Man, this city is really being a pain. But it is going to fall. Also I'm going to back this guy a little bit so that my swordsmen can walk in their place. And in fact, do a little bit more of a job. Whatever. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The pain is a little bit distracting, but I think I'm just being bad as usual. Anyway, Laventa is nice with me. Now they're gonna give me extra faith because they love me. I get 50 faith per turn, which is a lot! Wow, I'm really happy with that. Laventa declared one shack, I know this. Genoa is almost no longer my friend. That's okay, I'll do something to make them my friends again. As for you, dear sir, you just go back to this tower and create me a... I guess the best I can do is really create a mine over here, because I could create, you know, a sawmill over here, and I will do that in the future, I guess. As for you, dear sir, you create me even more... how's it go? Even more farms, because Poznan needs food, as I said. It will benefit most from, you know, fish towns, I guess, but still, nothing has with getting a little bit more farms. Fast growing city is a good growing city. And good growing city is, first of all, grammatical error, I believe, but secondly, it's just a nice city to have. Alright, let's move my pancake raiders to relative safety. I could go ahead and try and capture this Portuguese great prophet declaring a war on Portugal. Not really what I am up to right now, so let's just hide my packing riders inside the forest and be ready to strike whenever necessary. As for you, this says, I guess I could create more farms near Wrocław. This might indeed be a fairly decent idea, so let's just make me some more farms. Yet again, more food, more growth, more awesome. You just have get rid of this corruption that the Moroccan has down to Kiev. And then I guess I'll send him further to Rabat to clear it out as well, make sure that this holy city is a worthless city. Or I could go to Venice, and I think I'll do that. I'll go to Mombasa, and there's apparently somebody over there, whatever. I'll go to Mombasa, then I'll go to Venice, and this way I'll make sure that the Stanta court is not going to be a powerful court after all. As for you, dear great prophet, you need to tread carefully so that you do not get wiped out, but there are very few units that can actually attack this knight, so I think sending this great prophet over here is not a bad idea. He should be able to survive. Even if he is captured, then he'll be only captured and not killed in a single turn. That is just impossible, so it should be alright. Let's end the turn and see how it will go. Also, let me drink a little bit, so give me a second. That was nice. It really does kind of allow this crossbow bolt in my back, but whatever, I can handle this. And my crossbowmen all full, speaking of crossbow bolts and whatnot, but that's okay. I'm about to capture Ulundi, and then this will be the end for the Zulu. I mean, this is the only thing that can withstand my power. Nobamba, they...
Architecture begins where engineering ends.
Thank you. Nobamba only has like half of Ulundi's defense, and let's not even talk about... Bulawayo actually does have a lot of defense, more than Nobamba, amusingly enough. But still, this is the Zulu capital. Without it, they are probably going to be screwed even more so than they are now. I'm no longer a friend with Venice. Would it have to actually renew this, you know, declaration of friendship, especially since soon I will be quite an annoying bastard for them. But first, let's see if we can trade. What did you do with your server, man? I want to trade you with this server. Oh, what? This guy is... Really quite an annoying bastard. Anyway, I am willing to give you some cotton, I guess. Why not? You going to give me 8 gold per 10 is a fair deal. And they also want horses?
Non
No
sarà
way.
valida per tanto tempo.
Wait, you wanted 5 gold per 10
Segui.
for horses and cotton? I am for effing real? Well, how about 7? Do you accept that?
No.
Okay, 6 gold per 10 and cotton.
La offerta non sarà
Looks good to me.
valida per
Well, this
tanto
is the
tempo.
crappiest deal
Segui.
I would accept. I would accept, so let's just say it is good enough. I mean, extra gold could never
Va bene.
had. Yeah, Fabana, and I forgot to ask you to be my friend, actually. Never mind. Hey, dude! Wanna be a
Zulu.
friend with me? I mean, we are fighting the same enemy, so...
Andevanti.
What?!
No.
Know yourself, you're so going down! Wow! 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 I hate this guy already, he's going down. Anyway, what do I want to research next now that I've got the amazing research I have? Well, I could try to rush industrial era, which would be nice, because, you know, extra social policy, but metallurgy for the win. Ranked Hussars, they are strong, powerful, and awesome. They are really powerful. They are the most powerful... what are they replacing? Oh, Lancers, that's right. They're the most powerful Lancer version in the entire game. There is no other replacement that is equally as powerful as the Ranked Hussar, which really does give them honor, to be quite honest. They never lost a battle after all, so you know they're kind of strong. Anyway, let's see. Poznan, what do I want to do with you? Is there anything that only I can get? Well, let's see. Does anybody else have aesthetics? Because if nobody has aesthetics, then by all means, Poznan will make me Ufinzi. It will take a long time, but you know, I'll be content with that. But this Maria bastard does have the aesthetics, so I cannot risk that, unfortunately. It will just be a waste of time. So instead, let's go for Lighthouse. I do need this food in Poznan. And after Lighthouse, I guess what else would be helpful is a library. I really, really do need that. And then I guess I could create a workboat to walk on this fish tile. This would be beneficial as well. Okay, you just said just make me a mine. Why not mine some stuff? It's not even stone, it's just stuff, junk, rubble, worthless power of nothingness. But whatever, whatever. I would not hate. Hating is bad, kids. Anyway, let's ban Ulundi to the ground. Finally, this is what they deserve. Actually, let's make myself a road. So that we can walk on a road while we're banning Ulundi to the ground. And I'll take it over with just those knights. Because they'll not be able to do this in a single turn. That's not too good. Alright. I'll just take it with my swordsman then. Hi! Fine, Ulundi is mine. Let's create a puppet. Now, I would rather have the city as a puppet than just have it annexed, because if it's a puppet, it will lower my science gain, but it will not increase the cost of my future social policies, which would be annoying. So let's make it a puppet for now. Besides, for the first couple of turns, this city would be in resistance, and I wouldn't be able to do anything with it anyway. So annexing it would be even more, damaging. If you want to annex a city, what I advise is make it a puppet, right? Wait until it is no longer in resistance, and then annex it. It's the best course of action, in my honest opinion. Alright. For such standards, it is going to be a puppet. If I were to annex it, for example, I would annex it on the 7th turn when I can actually do something with it, right? But for now, it is just in resistance, and I do want it, to remain a puppet. Okay, the citadel is now mine, which is nice. It will help me out if I am to fight somebody from this angle. I'm not there, so, that doesn't really matter all that much. Now, I need to do something about those impi. They are quite threatening, but now I have a lot more movement over here. So I can just attack those guys like that, and this will be fairly efficient. But instead, I could move my crossbowmen over here and drain death on the trebuchets to soften them up a little bit. Why not? Why not? Then I can use my knights to finish the job, more or less. They will not quite finish the job per se, but they will do quite a nice amount of damage. What are they doing? Those knights didn't even bother to attack this trebuchet. They just used the mental powers to deal some damage to it. That's kind of awesome, isn't it? Anyway, let's back behind the city so that those impi guys cannot actually attack my knights. You continue healing up. This guy also might occupy those impi for a little bit longer. As for you, well, I do think I need to improve this area a little bit heavier, because the Zulus did a decent job, but not really a good job, not really a great job. So first of all, I will oh no! I cannot save my walkers from being captured. That's okay, I'll kill those impy in the next stance, and then I'll get my walkers back. That doesn't really matter all that much. Pancake Riders, heal up a little bit. I could actually kill the trebuchet, but then they will be attacked by whatever they can take it. They will be attacked by Nobamba, but they can take it. As for the impy, they cannot walk over this forest tile and then attack my knights in the sand. Then it's just impossible. Alright, I also destroyed the enemy Great General, which does help a lot. And you just stay over here. Nothing else for you to do, really. And my Great Puff will just continue going to the east. Discover new wonderful lands to convert to our one righteous religion. Also, how did I get so much gold? I have no idea. I could swear I got less from the pillaging of the city. Whatever, not going to hate. I know that haters gonna hate, but not in this case. In fact, I'm going to use this gold to buy a constabulary in Warsaw so that people cannot steal technology from me. Or I could instead go for a bank to get even more gold in the future, which is not a bad idea. I could go for Opera House or Zoo, University. University is the cheapest, so if I go for University now, it will give me some much needed science, and then quickly enough, I will be able to go for something else as well. So let's go for University, buy it out, and add a wonder to the queue. What do I need? Does anybody have rationalism? Because if nobody does, then I'll get the porcelain tower in a traditional way. And now I'll just rush the construction of either Taj Mahal or Infinity. One of the two. So let's... Why can I... Oh, apparently East India Company is not actually a world wonder. It is... okay, that's not what I quite expected, but that's... I guess it's fine by me. Anyway. Diplomacy overview. Does anybody have rationalism? Nobody! I'm surrounded by barbarians and stupid people, so I don't need to rush the Porcelain Tower, so it's really a choice between Uffizi, which Portugal could be trying to get. It is very much so a possibility, and getting this extra culture and place for Great Wolf Arts would be nice, and it would give me a free great artist. Taj Mahal, on the other hand, is still very nice. It would increase the length of my golden age. But I think Uffizi, yeah, let's go for that. Then Taj Mahal, I'm going to try and rush it if at all possible. So, Artists Guild, no, you go down, dear sir, as much as possible. And Opera, it was almost finished, but sorry, no ball for you. Or me, I guess. Anyway, let's go for food focus for now to rush the creation of my citizen. Why? Because I'm going to use this guy to carry to production of Uffizi anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I go for extra food or not. Actually it does, because if I go for more production, then this production will immediately go towards this Taj Mahal. So let's do that. And in fact, focusing production will will make me get Taj Mahal 110 earlier, sooner rather, but no, I think it is better to actually go for the normal focus, because then it will actually take me longer to get a new citizen. Yeah, in this case, let's just go for production focus. I know I'll probably get less science or whatnot, but food and production are really very important, in my opinion, at this stage of the game. Alright, anything else to do in this particular 10? I don't think so, so I just end it and end my Casma as well. It was so far relatively successful, wasn't it? I think you would agree with me. Oh boy, it hurts a little bit. So, it was PANCZASU the Mighty Mixed Family. So somehow much to enjoy my videocast, then please by all means like it. Maybe subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more. And however is he able to attack my Pancake Raiders, this bastard! AI is cheating. It is cheating right now. I'm officially announcing that this is indeed the case. They are not supposed to move to a forest tile, and then out of this forest tile, next to my city units, to another unit to attack me. That's just hacks.
The painter is not simply someone who looks and who sees.
Yada, yada.
Above all, the artist is someone who exposes a personal vision by rendering it visible.
So I feel like the game cheated a little bit over there. Maybe it's just me being a noob with the game mechanics, but I'm rather annoyed. Still, as I said, please do subscribe to my channel, like it, leave a comment because I do like reading them. You know, all of this normal stuff. Thank you for watching and I'll see you online.